Okay then guys, what is going on? Cloud Plays here and welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're inside of the first Descendant for the final time until launch day. The first Descendant's beta has now officially been concluded, and we have got some stuff to go over from the community and from the development team themselves. So with that being said, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. On top of that, make sure you check out our sponsor Advanced GG, the #1 clinically proven energy supplement on the market. My favorite flavor, cherry vanilla. You guys can catch an array of flavors though via the link in the description and utilize code CLOUD at checkout for a cheeky discount. So with that being said, let's dive on into the first Descendant for its official ending. So starting off, the first Descendant posted up a couple of tweets over the last couple of hours, one of which stating that the Crossplay Open Beta has officially concluded. Thank you for playing. And that ended at 8 AM this morning UK time, and it's actually extremely sad to see, but they did go with a very nice message to say the least. They state right here, big shout out to all our fantastic players who joined the Crossplay Open Beta for the first Descendant. Your enthusiasm and feedback has been incredible. We can't wait to bring you even more thrilling adventures in the near future. Stay tuned with the survey link. Now you guys can go ahead and make it sure you put in your survey. You need to make sure you get those in there ASAP. I believe that it's still live, although I might be wrong. There might be a couple of hours after this point, and it should only take you about 10 minutes to complete that survey. But the message that they put forward to us was this one right here, stating, "Thank you, greetings Descendants. This is the first Descendant producer, Lee Byung-jun." And I'm pretty sure I butchered that name, but really sorry, Lee. We sincerely thank all the players who enjoyed the first Descendant for a week. This test was a significant challenge and series of starting moments for our development team, although making thorough preparation for the test. Double checking every corner, we sincerely apologize for any inconvenience during gameplay caused by unexpected shortcomings. More players than the previous test are providing diverse feedback across different platforms, and once again the development team is thoroughly examining every opinion the community is sending. We will carefully review every feedback from our players, which is at utmost value, and make the best of what we can implement. We will share applicable matters through various means such as dev notes or videos, just as we have done so far. We believe the main source of making the first Descendant a better game is upon our community's voice. So, if you have any feedback, please do not hesitate to participate in the survey, which will be open until the 26th of the 9th, which is today. So the survey may not be open at this point. As of right now at recording, it definitely is. Whether it is later on, we'll have to wait and see. But they state, "Thank you once again for dedicating your valuable time to the first Descendants Crossplay Open Beta test. Thank you." Now, for me, this was absolutely incredible. I had so much fun inside of this game, and they genuinely blew me away. I had really high hopes for the game as an overall, but what I actually got to experience from it was absolutely incredible. The only issues I managed to actually walk into was a couple of lag points which happened over the week, and there was literally only a handful, and the crashes towards the end of the week commenced. So there was a few crashes upon loading up the game, a few crashes after jumping in to some of the end game content, and trying to add a few people also caused an issue for some crashes as well. But that was again towards the end of the week, and as an overall, my experience inside of the first Descendant has been absolutely incredible. Not only that, but the way that the game has actually come across to the community has also come across extremely well. As to when it is that we're going to be able to go straight back in and venture around in Albion and play those drums once more, we will have to wait and see. With a suspected ending date of February next year, it's a bloody long time, but I'm hoping that they can keep us updated with more stuff and more information, and you should be well known that if anything does come up by Nexon or the First Descendant Twitter page or any official documentation, that it will be here on the channel. I've actually had such a good time covering this game, and for me personally, I am extremely sad to see that the beta is now over and we now have to wait for any more communication to see as to when this game is going to fully launch. It's done really well on the channel. You guys have been absolutely incredible incredible, and I've just had so much fun doing it. Now, there was one post that we want to quickly go over on the Reddit. Me, myself, I obviously enjoyed the game, but there is a few improvements and known bugs. This guy right here compiled an absolute barriered list of things to talk about. So right here it is. This is a list of quality of life changes that could improve general usability of the Descendant and some bugs I've noticed. These are from my Crossplay Open Beta experience on Xbox, and I didn't get a chance to play all the Descendants. Some of the quality of life can be addressed with a skill module, but I couldn't test all of them. Descendant skills are referred to by their named and unlocked order, and first let's go over some of the things that multiple Descendants struggle with. Descendant skills that make a weapon like Glaze, Massacre, or Jaber's multi-purpose gun should have increased activation speed and increased dismissal speed. Deployable skills such as Vase's Blizzard shouldn't cancel the placing phase of the skill when the target is placed inside of an invalid space. And lastly, some skills that Kyle's Magnetic Bulwark used to quickly with Magnesium Spurt or vice versa cause him to be stuck in the skill. I've experienced a similar thing on Jaber while using his turrets, so I assume this can happen to other similar skills. Now, I am going to just put these up in like synchronization, if you want to call it that, one after the other. We're going to run them up one after the other so you guys can quickly have a look at his partake on the quality of life changes, because he actually holds a lot of valid points in this. But if I was to read all of them out, we'd be here for quite some time, because this guy has managed to cover borderline all of the characters. In fact, I actually think he did manage to cover all of the characters and their quality of life changes, with a couple of bugs that were also in there. For me though, this was something that was quite interesting, and we've now experienced all of the characters inside of the game. We've now experienced maybe 2/3 of the overall inside of the game. I don't really know how this is going to go on the full launch. This was a conversation we had early on in the week, but we know that we have got just a couple more areas inside of the map to visit, and no more characters that are hidden behind closed doors. So what is it that they're going to bring to the table come full launch? Are we going to see some new characters, maybe some new areas, some new missions, some new end game activity? I would quite like to say so. They gave us quite a long time period to be able to play this game, of which some people have absolutely obliterated the end game into next week, and that's kind of what we are sat with. But with there still being areas to venture and have a look around and do missions in, that would lead to say that there is an end game activity, or maybe some more bosses that we are yet to see. Some things that I feel like they've kept under the table and not told us about. Because overall, what's the point in needing those extra areas if you can do what you can do and see what people have managed to do with just the areas that we had alone inside of that end game content? But for now, that is all we've got time for inside of the first Descendant, as we move on to other games till the launch actually happens. So what I will state is, what games are you guys playing in the comment section below? We want to venture out into some other areas, but I can only really think of the first Descendant right now. It's the only game that really runs through my head and through my veins. So give me some ideas via the comment section below, and let's get some conversations going. I am extremely excited to see what's coming from the first Descendant, and I feel like this is just the beginning for such a large franchise that is due to be just absolutely ginormous if they do this properly, and I'm praying beyond all odds that they fully manage to do it. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on, because you know as soon as anything comes up, you'll find it here on the channel. Thanks again for watching, guys. I appreciate all of your faces, but as always, up until the next time, Descendant, I'll see you in the clouds.